Good evening, Keith and Ann. Good evening, everyone from the Republican State Party Convention. Of course, the marquee race is the race for the United States Senate for the opportunity to replace retiring Senator Joe Lieberman. Even though she formally announced her second Senate bid only 8 months ago, she really never stopped running after she lost to Dick Blumenthal in 2010 when she famously spent $50 million in that losing effort.
Eat her food, drink her wine, and vote for Shays.
Chris Shays spent over 20 years in Congress before losing the Fairfield County-based 4th Congressional District seat in 2008. The last Quinnipiac University poll showed him losing a primary to McMahon, but much more competitive against either of the leading Democrats in the fall, Congressman Chris Murphy and former Secretary of the State Susan Bysiewicz.
I'm running on my experience, and frankly, I'm running on my ability to win an election.
I hardly think that a poll done 8 months out from an election is indicative of where the polls will be in March. I think today, at this convention, is the first poll.
All observers here believe that Shays will easily exceed the 15% of delegates margin tonight to wage a primary and will emphasize his experience in Washington in the primary against McMahon.
I was the last Republican in all of New England, the last Republican congressman in all of New England. So I know how to win, but more importantly, I know what to do once I'm there.
Experience that's outside of Washington is really a plus. And honestly, I don't know how we could expect to send the same people back to Washington who helped create this mess and now expect them to fix it.
Now, the other high-profile race is the race for the vacant 5th Congressional District race, the seat that Democrat Chris Murphy is giving up to run for the Senate. There will be a three-way Democratic primary in August. That was determined earlier this week. And there will be a four-way primary among these four Republicans. All four of these candidates qualified for the primary in their convention this afternoon, but State Senator Andrew Roraback of Goshen got the convention endorsement on the third ballot. What they do is they go to the first ballot. Nobody won the endorsement, but all four got more than 15%. They go to a second ballot, a third ballot, and Roraback, as people started to switch, got the endorsement. But again, it's, as you said, Keith, the endorsement of the convention is really just bragging rights when you go into the convention, after the convention, into the primary. But there is one important element about getting the convention endorsement. It gives you the top line on the primary ballot, and that is considered to be an advantage in the primary. Of course, we'll have a lot more on this coming up tonight at 10 on MyTV9 and at 11 here on News 8, live at the Republican Party State Convention in Hartford. Mark Davis, News 8.